Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Path of Exile. Today, we're going to be getting the ribbon spool as well as something out of the docks that I don't remember what the name of it was, so we'll end up there eventually and we'll get it, and everyone will be happy, and we'll go back down to the... I'm going to go with Lunaris Temple. Solaris Temple. What can you do? Sometimes you just don't get it right. Let's get our auras running. Otherwise, I'll never remember. What else? Yeah, stuff. In theory, I will be completely and utterly beyond all sorts of technical difficulties. I have been running into technical difficulty after technical difficulty. It's like I thought I was done. It was like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I had all sorts of stuff happening that was just like, why is this happening? This shouldn't be like this. It's like a whole bunch of stuff happened. I thought it was done and over with. And then I was recording an episode of La Mulana, and, like, seemingly randomly, my microphone decided that, or rather Windows decided my microphone didn't want to work. Turned out it's just the first time in, like, forever, if ever, that I had my cell phone plugged in and charging to the computer. It's in the same USB bus, and apparently there's too much power being pulled for the one USB hub, and it didn't like it. This is, that's the problem with having a good microphone on a... Where was I going with this? A good microphone running off of USB, it tends to eat a lot of power. So I had to rearrange everything, remove some stuff from the computer, and yeah, it was kind of annoying. I apparently didn't empty my inventory before the episode started. I usually try to do that. Apparently I just said, screw it, don't feel like it. Yeah, that's not a link item, slot thing. Alright, so we did pick up a quiver. 19% increased elemental damage with weapons, 17% increased global critical strike multiplier, 43 max life, 19% increased stun duration on enemies. Unfortunately, the one I'm currently using is better. Sometimes that's just the way these things work out. Although I have a slot, which I do, I think I will go with those. You know what? We're gonna make sure those are better. We're gonna go back to 10. We're gonna throw a Orb of Alteration on those gloves, because why the hell not? Occasionally you just gotta, you know, blow items because you can. Wait, no, not an alteration. Augmentation, there we go. Cold Resist! Alright, that works out nicely. I can stash away some other stuff. And per usual, because I'm too lazy to actually go through any of it, I think I actually wanted to switch to this if I managed to get my hands on enough strength. So I'll hang on to that for the moment. Can't use that flask yet, and a bunch of other junk that I'm also just going to kind of stick in there. That I'll hold on to because I don't have any other fire resist rings. And at some point or another, when I need them, I will identify them. Back to the battlefield, where we can get something over here for the quest we're working on. The ribbon spool, yay! Alright, let's go to the docks. Yeah, we can go to Lady Dialla, whatever. We'll be doing that soon enough anyway. Hatred Gem, leveled up. Awesome stuff as usual. It was a pretty big patch since the last time we played. They have a new race type, which is kind of, I think, amusing. It's the Endless Ledge race. Everyone, from what I'm guessing, I didn't actually read up on the actual rules, but I am assuming that you just farm the ledge non-stop for the duration of the race. Which is kind of funny, because that's a lot of what people tend to do during races anyway, depending on the length of the race. Nowadays, I think the 1 hour race, the 1 hour race routes have changed slightly. There's a little less farming on the ledge, and a little more as you're running around, but still kind of amusing. So yeah, you know, people farm this non-stop anyway, so yeah, why not? We'll just make a race out of it. Alright, we have the docks. Is there a car door in the driveway? Could be across the street. I'm looking in the general direction of the driveway as if I can see it from here, which I can't, so I keep turning my head to look at a wall. Yeah. Sometimes I do some not too bright things. There should be a waypoint here somewhere. There it is. Alright, we're around here looking for quest items. As I get quiet for no apparent reason. And just me being nosy, wanting to know what's going on outside. Again, as if I can see what the hell's going on. Am I waiting on a package or something? No? I don't know. Just stuff going on outside for some random reason that that I'm not aware of. Alright, Quicksilver Flask. Let's find this stupid ribbon spool and get the hell out of here. I don't think I'm going to be farming the ledge. It's a pretty easy area to farm. Cold resist, fire resist, you'll never see any lightning damage in here. Enemies cannot have it as a random damage modifier. Like these guys, he fires ice shots, so he would do cold damage. You can get some that'll do extra fire damage, added cold damage. You'll never see added lightning damage. Unless that changed in the last patch, which as far as I know, is not the case. Die. So, just max out fire and ice, or cold, and farm to your heart's content. It's nice, safe, pretty easy farm area. Gets a little crazy sometimes on Cruel or Merciless. The little dog ghost guy things tend to... I think they have multi-shot or added projectiles. Additional... I don't know what the hell's the thing called. Lesser multiple projectiles added to their incinerate thing. So, they can get a little nasty. I'm not sure why I'm running back. We can just town portal, hit the waypoint, go down to the Solaris Temple level 3, where Lady Dialla is hiding, and I believe she will give us a ring. Delicious water.
They're my ribbons forevermore.
Ribbons and rings. I'm trying to remember. Piety is, I believe, lightning resistance. Either way, I have 2 cold, I have a fire, so lightning resist ring it is. Something, and yes, I want my Infernal Talc. Be very useful soon enough. Alright, let's see what we got on this ring. Extra intelligence, accuracy rating, energy shield, and increased quantity of items found. That's actually kind of crappy. I like running across rings when it's like, oh, you know what? This is actually, you know, it's got plus 35 health on it. That's worth replacing this coral ring with. No, I don't have that kind of luck for every time. It sucks, but what can you do? Not a whole lot, that's what. Alright, we have the Infernal Talc. We can now break down this thing, the Undying blockade, which is now a dying blockade. Just like spewing Infernal Talc. I'm assuming it's like thermite or something. You drop it in there and it just kind of like goes crazy. Not the thing, the Infernal Talc thermite stuff kind of starts going crazy through chemical reactions and stuff.
I think it's time to shed the dream of home. It's
Alright.
getting tight around the collar.
Leveled up. Where are we going? We're going this way. Oh, decisions, those strength nodes. I don't know. I think I talked about this in a previous episode, but I'm not sure if I'm actually going to get blood magic. Usually it's like, oh, you know what, I don't feel like dealing with mana, but you know, it opens up some options with auras that you don't have otherwise. So it's kind of a toss-up. Just die. All of you, just die. Alright, these guys hurt a lot. Haha, I snuck out of there just in time. I got shock stacked, which is why I kinda almost died. Either way, I'm gonna drop down a town portal. Does not aggro things, fortunately. And I'm gonna kill these things quick. Now that I'm not dying horribly myself, it is actually doable. We're coming up on one of the best levels you can come across in this game. Going from level 33 to 34 unlocks giant flasks or giant life flasks. They are awesome. It's like almost double, or actually I think it is double. It might be more than double. It's a lot more health than the previous flasks, so it's like a huge jump. And I'm not sure what's up with these graphic effects. A couple of those frosty, shiny things look kind of square-ish. Like the transparency on the texture wasn't working right or something. Oh well, who knows? Either way, we're in the barracks. Let's get the waypoint before I forget and run off and not acquire it. We got a guy to kill here. He likes to spam firestorms. He's a little annoying. I would really love to be able to equip that armor at this point, but these things are actually starting to hurt a little. I might be it might be well advised for me to just equip some lightning resist here, because all these casters do spam lightning spells. I think unfortunately I will need to do that. It's nice early on, it's like just something you don't have to really worry about. What am I running around with? 75 cold, 42 lightning, so this will help a lot. Losing a little bit of damage, but oh well. Sometimes you just gotta suck it up and deal with it. And this is not what I need. I believe this is the way onward. Yeah, it's the Scepter of the God. Alright. Not the place I'm looking for. See these things, that little bit of extra lightning resist, definitely helping a lot. Resistances are one of those things that work in an odd sort of way. It's like I had 42? 30... I don't have... Inventory characters. There we go. I had 42 up to 72. That's actually about a 50% reduction in lightning damage taken. She said, no, it's 30. You increased it by 30%. No. Good way to think about it. If you or the simple way to think about it, you take 100 lightning damage, alright? So it's 100 lightning damage. Nice, easy, round number. If you have 98% lightning resistance, you're taking 2 damage from that 100 damage. Alright, straightforward. You increase your 1%, or your lightning resist by another 1%, get a 99%, you're then taking only 1 point of damage. It's actually a 50% reduction in damage, even though you've actually only increased the actual number by 1. Same thing here. I only increased it by 30, but it's actually, in effect, a lot larger of a reduction in damage. This is going to be a dead end. I don't know why I'm walking over here. That's why it's so important, you know, everyone always harps about this game when you're playing. Always max your resistances out. That's why, generally speaking, it's so important. Going through normal, it's quite a bit easier, and generally it's a lot lower risk to die. Again, I'm using Gold Rim, 30% resistance, 30% to all resistances, so I kind of have a decent amount across the board already. If it wasn't for that, I would definitely be using rings and swapping them in and out as needed. Just kind of for the purpose of speeding things up a little bit, I kind of avoided it. Used a couple of the lesser uniques that I've stumbled across, because I really don't get many opportunities to use them. There's some nice ones out there, and a lot of people end up playing multiple characters anyway. You're going to find uniques eventually, even if you have horrible, terrible luck. Even if, like me, your first 1 or 2 or 3, some of which were in these various Let's Play videos, unique dropped back in the old day when there was only short allocation for loot, and someone else grabbed it before you did because someone like me is, you know, I'm doing the good thing and, you know, killing the horde of enemies rather than beelining for a unique across the room. trying to be something of a team player and you get screwed over for it sometimes, but that's why if I go to the public parties window, then of course it's going to prove me wrong and everything is currently short allocation anyway. Uh-oh. We are still recording. Alright, I might lose video here for a second. No, I didn't. Okay, apparently I thought I resized the screen. Apparently it didn't take hold, so we're good to go. Apparently that random guy is quitting for Diablo 3. Goodbye. Yeah, I guess that's a good use of a status message. I think that's actually some guy I did a race early on. And it was one of the party races. I didn't have anyone to run it with. I threw it up on the forum, planning on running, I think it was a witch I decided to run. Planning on running a witch, looking for party, message me in-game, whatever. So, found a guy. Okay, we got a couple other guys. We got TeamSpeak and stuff. That's one of the things I wanted to. Just, someone to talk to, grab advice for, share the loot a little better, rather than just random stuff and having to type. That all went fairly well.
My spirit is
now,
spent.
this is a generic story. I don't know if it's this guy. There was a bunch of guys in that party, so this probably not that. Is a 1 in 5 chance of it being that guy, a 4 in 5 chance of it not being that guy. So either way, someone died to Roas in the mudflats because we were all kind of just zipping around real early. So one of us was getting stuff, someone was running ahead to the ledge waypoint, some of us were doing the medicine chest quick, and the quicksilver flasks. So there was a bunch of stuff going on. Someone died early on. It turned out that guy was like the administrator of that particular gaming group organization. He got pissed off, rage quit, kicked me from the server, the event server, because he rage quit. And meanwhile, he ends up, he rerolls the character anyway, because apparently it was somehow my fault, and because I was the random guy, kicked me off the server. Mind you, I wasn't even in the same area as the guy, I was nowhere near him, but ended up running the rest of that race with those guys anyway, minus the guy who died and rage quit. And the rest of it actually went fairly well. We did quite terribly. I think most of us ended up dying off. It was, random people having a good time playing the game to have fun. And yes, random story time. There was really no point to that. Just me whining for the sake of whining. Just resist elemental damage. Chaos, extra fire. Molten shield. I can't read this. Okay, whatever. Resist elemental damage in general, so this is gonna take forever just because of that. I'm gonna go ahead and run away. I'm gonna drop a town portal, because I want to get my flasks filled up anyway. I'm gonna identify that fire resist ring. Extra strength, physical damage leeches life. Not bad, actually. And now I'm just gonna try and kill this guy. I'd chill him, that would be awesome. A little nervous about that molten shield detonation. I'm actually not entirely sure the mechanics of it, to be completely honest. It's like long, slow, boring. Just got a ton of health. I think I'm igniting him. Either way, I'm going to, real quick, hopefully before his energy shield pops back up, I'll be back in the area. It's gonna kind of, there we go. Didn't have a chance to regen, which is nice. And otherwise, we're just gonna sit here and wait until he dies. And hopefully not die ourselves in the process. And
Dying in battle.
did I?
The only
Okay, there it is.
you've ever done, Gravicious.
It's like I knew it was a quest. It's the only reason I bothered with that particular unique mob. I was gonna say, where's the okay, why am I not getting the quest message? Oh no, don't tell me I needed the quest for that first. No, just kill killing him did the trick. Just took a minute to trigger the message and what have you. I like okay. The thing is, like, God, I don't know what's up with this today. I'm like hitting stuff, but they're not taking damage. Am I lagging and desyncing? And no, it's just I'm not used to playing on characters with that resolute technique, so I'm missing occasionally. I'm just not used to it. Yeah, we should do this again too. Alright, there we go. Should be a lot easier now. Alright, so there it is. Lunaris Temple. Maybe finish up Act 3. This is a pretty huge place. I believe there's a waypoint in here somewhere.
Piety's home away from
Yes,
home.
you can see the I can't move my mouse to show, but after the Lunaris Temple text in that tooltip, you can see the little waypoint icon. Someplace that doesn't have it, you can see there's no icon. You can see the difference is that little blue waypointy icon. Alright, so hopefully we will find the waypoint. If not, we'll be running back through here next time. Because won't that be so much fun? Ah, there we go. That was a desync. What am I getting cursed with? I don't have time to tell, apparently. Temporal curse. Things move more slowly, so it slows me down. Yay. Alright, just die. Jeez. Unfortunately, my bow and what have you are starting to fall a little bit behind. It was a pretty nice bow back when I got it, but as levels go by, they just, you know, they don't hold up too well. I'll need to do some shopping soon. Something I could do kind of now if I wanted, but keep looking around in here. No, screw it. Actually, I'm like, you know what? It'll take me 2 seconds just to check the bow that I can buy is better. I also think I have one sitting in here that I could possibly use if I identified it. 95 dexterity, 71 dexterity. There's a good roll on that. I don't know why I wasn't using that to begin with. So faster. Why the hell was I not using that bow? Similar in damage, 28% increased elemental damage. Pretty sure it was because of slots. That could definitely be the reason. Screw it. I will hit something with a chromatic. Let's remove it quick. There we go. That worked perfectly. You can go there. Let's find that bow again. And just for the sake of checking, 151 DPS. Up to 186. Perfect. What? I'm trying to move the bow to my whatever that thing is called. The
How you doing?
Stash. Royal bow, royal bow. Alright, that's gonna be pretty much the best I'm gonna get my hands on at the moment. So the trip back here, worth it. It's also a quicker bow, so I'm gonna be attacking a lot quicker. I think my hits are actually going to do about the same damage-wise. I just have to shoot a bunch more times. This is actually kind of sucking. I'm doing a lot of elemental damage, and these guys are all resistant to elemental damage. So what is it? Yeah, about 2/3 of the damage I'm doing is elemental at the moment, so that definitely sucks. Ah, the Grand Inquisitor. He's relatively quick to kill. It's nice when stuff isn't resistant to elemental damage. As I give myself more elemental damage, because why not? And probably junk. I don't feel like looking at any of it. It's all blue junk. If it was yellow junk, I'd look at it. I don't know about this bow. Again, these guys are all elemental resistant, so it's very hard to judge if this is actually going to be a good improvement or not. On the other hand, it is fun to spam abilities really quick like this. Or skills, whatever the heck it's called in this game. Every game has to call different abilities. Some games it's powers, abilities, skills, spells, moves. Did I say abilities yet? There's probably some other ones I'm not saying at the moment. It's gotta be. What would they be? Combat Arts, that's another one. I believe EverQuest 2 at least used that. As far as games that I've played. Well, this seems pretty decent with the extra chill and freeze effects. This is, I guess they're kind of frozen to begin with, so I can't take credit for the freeze and chill stuff. That seems to be working fairly well. So, I can call it worth the upgrade. Yeah, I see your lightning warp, and I don't care.
My spirit
Your lightning warp does not faze me. So now I want to check on the passive tree quick too. I'm just kind of thinking about something, mulling it over in my head a little bit. Thinking about grabbing 1 or 2 of these mana gain on killing blows. I think that those were originally 15, and they were changed at some point. But a little bit of extra mana on a kill, I think I would almost eliminate my need for mana potions at the moment. Maybe not entirely, but I'd probably need 2 or 3 of them for that, but... Oh, it's Cole. Alright, you know what? We'll go for it, why not? I can chill him, that'll be helpful. Oh god, no, don't... Okay, I got away from the... Oh, I'm so glad I narrowly avoided that slam, yeah. Actually, I think I did avoid the slam and just got killed by everything else. Sometimes... Don't, no, stay away. I need to kill his friends first, that's what's really screwing me over. Hit by that temporal chains, you're not gonna be having a good time. And other times you will get grabbed, desync, don't think you got grabbed, and realize you're right next to him when you otherwise thought you were not. So yeah, this is not going particularly well. You can sometimes get him into a pattern of... I'm also not used to doing this on a duelist with a bow, but on a witch, for Brutus back in Act 1, you let him throw his chain, you fireball, you kind of just dart back and forth and just keep dodging the chains. It works really well. Gotta drop at least a rare item. It's like, okay, he walked, so I definitely dodged his hook. If he stays put, there's a chance that I didn't dodge it. If he walks towards me, then I obviously did, because he's trying to get to me. Not a single rare. I will take that superior item as compensation for my effort. Effort. Yeah, whatever. Sometimes the loot gods just decide to not be good to you. And we found the waypoint. Perfect. Yeah, we're up to about 29 minutes. That's going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Path of Exile. Next time we'll be finishing off Piety. Moving on to Cruel Difficulty. We will probably, well, we'll almost definitely be killing Hillock, because he's in Cruel Tidal Strand. Is that it? I can go look. Twilight Strand, so close. Is Tidal Strand the third area? Terraces. I don't know where the heck I got Tidal Strands for. I got Tidal Island and Twilight Strand confused. Oh well. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, rate, and/or subscribe, and have a great day.